What's up guys, my name is Stoody. I'd like to welcome you all back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all my starting team for the 2023/24 BBL13 Supercoach team. Now, this is the team that I've got as of right now. I'm not sure if it will be the team I end up starting with, but we're only 2 days away, so I doubt it'll change that much. Now, before I get into the team, I want to show you guys my two leagues that I have created for you guys to go ahead and join. So this is the first league. The league code is 268618. So go ahead and join that league if you would like. League number 2, the code is 728226. So if you'd like to take me on, feel free to join those two leagues. If you'd like, I'll even put the codes in the description, so you just have to copy and paste them. If they do fill up, I will create another one, and I might make a community post on it, or I might just put another code in the comments, or maybe even in the description if you guys happen to see this video a little bit later. I might make a community post, or I might make another video. So if these leagues do fill out, be sure to stay on the lookout because there may be more leagues. I am looking to join other people's leagues as well. If you'd like me to join your league, just let me know. You can comment in the comment section down below or DM me on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. All the social media links will be in the description anyway. Also, if you do get in one of the leagues, don't join the other league. I only want to see everyone in one league each, just to make it fair for everyone else who might want to join. If someone does join two leagues, I will boot them from one of the leagues. So yeah, let's go ahead and have a look at the team. So here we are now. For those of you who have seen my AFL Supercoach videos, I did do BBL Supercoach last year as well. It was my first season of BBL Supercoach. I finished rank 781, I believe. So it was a pretty good ranking for my first season, I think. Finishing in the top 1K was really good. I did even better in AFL Supercoach, finishing 639 in the rankings. So I had a really good year in BBL Supercoach and AFL Supercoach. So I'm hoping to follow it up in my second BBL season for Supercoach. Now, basically, when it comes to Supercoach, it's not about bringing rookies like in AFL or making smart trades or whatever, because you get an unlimited amount of trades. You're allowed, I believe it's 3 trades per week, and I can't remember, but I think you get a boost, a certain amount of boosts per season where you can do an extra trade or something like that. But overall, the amount of trades you get is unlimited. So it doesn't matter how many you make. You don't have to save trades or whatever, unless you really don't want to make a trade or whatever. So the way the BBL rounds go, I think there's like 10 rounds or something like that. And some teams have doubles. So basically where a team might play 2 games in a round. And then there's teams that might have a bye in one round. So that's why you get unlimited trades, so you can trade in players that play multiple games in a round, and you can trade out players that have a bye. So you just look at when certain teams are playing and then pick your team over the next few weeks over that. Have a plan. Now for round 1, my plan is to make sure I have players that are playing doubles and triples. There's even a triple this year in my team. Now, last year we didn't have a team that played 3 games in a round, but this year we do. Round 1, the Brisbane Heat played 3 games in the first round. So you want to have at least 4 Brisbane Heat players. The problem with the Heat, though, is that they have a lot of international players. That's why they made the grand final last year. And that's why they always start seasons off slowly, because of the fact that all their international players are on international duty. I tried to tell people the Heat a huge threat to win the flag, even though they were like 7th or 8th in the first half of the season. Once they get their international players back, they're going to absolutely charge, and that's exactly what happened, and they made the grand final. Now, Michael Nisa is out for at least the first game, I believe. And we also have Pearson and Renshaw out. I can't remember who else, to be honest, but they have a lot out. However, for game 1, they do have Kawaja and Labuschagne, so that does fill some holes. But overall this year, the Heat's depth isn't that good because we lost Baisley, Steketee, and Hazlitt all to different teams. and we did not replace them with anyone at all. Having a few plays out is really going to hurt the Heat, that's for certain, because they don't have the depth to cover those plays anymore. Because of how many unknowns that are in the Heat this year, there's only 4 players from the Heat in my team. If there was a few more sure things, I'd probably have about 6 players or something like that. But the Heat do have a bye in round 3, and they only have 1 game in round 2. So you only want the Heat players really for this round, and then you're probably going to trade them out next week for the most part. So I have Sam Billings as the wicketkeeper. I think he's an absolute lock. He's a gun. Jimmy Pearson's out, so he'll most likely be the keeper. And so he'll get a bonus there as well. So he's a lock for mine. Colin Munro, he should open the batting. So he's also a lock. Just an absolute gun. And then for bowlers, it's a bit tougher with bowlers. I'm sure Xavier Bartlett will play. And he's also pretty handy with the bat, Bartlett, but I don't know about him as well. He's a bit of an unknown. He can take some wickets, but he can go for some runs as well. I'm sure Wildermuth will play as well, but the Heat have a hate boner for him for some reason. They never give him an opportunity. So, yeah, Wildermuth is a bit too much of an unknown as well. But at his best, he can be pretty good. So I've gone with Spencer Johnson, who's a star in the making. But the problem is he's coming off an injury. So there is a chance that he might be rested for a game or two. Hopefully not. Hopefully he's all good. But I've got him in anyway. Most people should have Spencer Johnson in. He's basically the replacement for Nisa, because we all know Nisa's going to miss at least 1 game, possibly all 3 of the games in this round. So, yeah, we can't bring in Nisa. And then Swepson, I have him on my bench, actually, because I don't think Swepson will score that great. He's a spinner. He doesn't bat. And, you know, if he doesn't take... his economy is usually pretty decent, but he has been struggling a bit over the last year or two. If he doesn't take any wickets, he's usually useless. So I do have him on my bench for now. He's mainly just a cash cow. Hopefully he can make some money. And then when I trade him out, I can, you know, bring in some better quality players. Now the teams that have the double for round 1 as well. There's a lot of games in round 1. This is like, there's a lot of teams that have doubles. So we have the Sixers that have the double. The Renegades have the double. Scorchers have the double. And the Stars have the double. And then the other 3 teams, the Thunder, the Hurricanes, and the Strikers, all just have the 1 game. However, I believe the Strikers have a couple of doubles coming up. I think round 2 they definitely have the double. And I know the Renegades have a pretty good run as well. So you want Strikers players and Renegades players. You want to plan for them. Yeah, the Renegades, they don't have the double next week, but the Strikers do. I believe the Stars have the bye, yes. Stars have the bye. There's only 4 games in round 2, so got to watch out for that. And I believe the Scorchers might have a double as well in round 3 from memory. Oh, no, just a single. But the Renegades have a double there. Stars have a double as well after their bye. So you might keep Maxwell and Stoinis. Most people have those 2. You might put them on your bench. That's probably what I might end up doing for when the Stars have their bye. Oh, no, it doesn't look like the Scorchers. The Scorchers have a bye in round 4, so... yeah, but I do have a few Scorchers in for now, but they might get traded by round 4. Wait and see. But yeah, so the Stars have to buy next week. I want to bring in guys like Matt Short next week. I've got 2 Strikers players. You probably want about 6 because they're going to be very important next week when there's only 4 games. But anyway, the rest of my team, I've got McDermott on the bench. I can always swap him with Whiteman as well, as they're both wicket keepers. If I want to put him on field, I'll probably might put him on field next week or something. The weird thing is the Hurricanes do not have a bye this season. They have singles every week, except for I think round 7 they have a double. So yeah, you can basically have McDermott in almost all year if you want. He's only 88k, so he could be a pretty decent cash cow as well. As my batsman, I've got Hardy. He's got the double this week, and you know he's an all-rounder. He bowls a bit. Hopefully, he bowls a little bit more this year than he did last year. And he was on fire last year with the bat. Hopefully, he bats at number 3 and can regain that form from last year. Sutherland, I've got, who is an up-and-coming sort of guy. He's a pretty decent bowler, pretty good batsman. Renegade's a good draw coming up. I really like the look of Sutherland, all-rounder, so I think he'll be pretty handy. We've already spoken about Monroe. Maxwell, that guy's an absolute beast when he's on. You know, that 200 he scored for Australia in the World Cup was just unbelievable, and he had full body cramps. I mean, he's in crazy form, so yeah, I just hope he's not at his best the day after my birthday on Thursday night when we play against them. So yeah, hopefully we can get him out cheaply. Marcus Stoinis, again, he had a really bad season last year, to be honest. I had him in my team, and he was just bleeding money. He made ducks for like the first 4 weeks or something like that. First 4 games he made ducks, or he didn't play. You know, he was a shocking selection last year. Just couldn't get going, but you know, at his best, he's deadly as well. He can bowl as well. So I think if he can get back to his best, he'll be a very good option. And then on the bench, Darcy Shaw, who will probably be on field next week when the strikers have their double. He could be a really good cash cow. He has been struggling in recent years, but maybe a change of scenery might help him rediscover his top form. Then we've got Whiteman. I've gone with him as a bit of a cash cow as well on the bench. So bowlers, we've got Sean Abbott, who's a massive wicket taker, and not only that, he's handy with the bat. If he does end up batting, he can get you some extra points there. So Abbott, he was a really big scorer last year, and I'm expecting nothing less from him again this year. Tom Curran as well, who has performed really well in the Big Bash in previous years. All-rounder, he's a gun, so that's why I've picked him. Then we've got Kane Richardson. I've gone with, obviously the Renegade's a good fixture as well, so that's the main reason why. And then Zampa, he's a gun, so takes wickets, good economy. I think he's a really good selection. We've already touched on Johnson and Swepson. And then Connolly, I'm going to use as a bit of a loophole. If he doesn't play, but if he does, then good. He can make me some coin as well. So that's my current Supercoach team for BBL13. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below, and maybe tell me your team as well in the comments. Feel free to join my leagues, as I said earlier in the video. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for whoever wins the league. Probably bragging rights, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to try and get into the top 500 this year, aiming high because, you know, I did pretty good last year. Want to try and aim as high as possible this year. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment for a like this. Be sure to become a channel member. Just click the join button next to my name. Also, be sure to subscribe to my premium member, Sean Ducks. Link to his channel is in the description. Also, be sure to join my Discord server, your Discord Australian Sports Community. Link to that is in the description. Also, be sure to subscribe to my second YouTube channel. It is called Stoody Archives. Link to that will also be in the description. Also, be sure to follow me on my other social media accounts. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, and I also have TikTok. The username for all those is StoodyYT, and links to all those will also be in the description. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.